Three-year-old trotting fillies. It's the Grade 1 Kentucky Filly Futurity 60th edition, sponsored by Crawford Farms. Field of 11. They are on gate. They are off and they are trotting. Cadita goes sprinting out too quickly. Deja Blue also left the gate early. For the outside, our Duchess looks to find a good early spot as they trot into the opening third. Up top, Deja Blue right at the top early for Jingra. Cadita came out well in the second spot as Miss Belbar will move up at the third position in front of Country Victory. Champagne Problems after the second tier. She's next in fifth as Delaney Hanover. Came out trotting in sixth. Our Duchess is caught wide still in the early stages, seventh, with Our Charm to her inside. Stash Some Cash already out to the outside, but stacked up there with What a Bit Hanover at the back of the pack. And next door, as they try to cross the back stretch, Royal Mission. The quarter was 28-1. It's Deja Blue fronts the field, but here comes Miss Belbar. McCarthy aggressive here with the long shot, Miss Belbar, and she will move up and look to outfoot Deja Blue as they trot towards the half-mile mark. Cadita there at the inside, off the dueling leaders in the third spot. Champagne Problems works up wide there on the outside, fourth. Country Victory saving ground fifth. The half was 55-1. Delaney Hanover sets it up second over, but she's still 5 lengths off the lead as they trot onto the far turn. Our Duchess up third over in the flow with Our Charm saving ground at the inside. Stash Some Cash stacked up in front of Royal Mission, and What a Bit Hanover in a tough spot. She's pinned out at the inside of the back. They trot around the turn and towards the top of the stretch, Miss Belmar, but here's Deja Blue. She's back out for more with Champagne Problems moving up at the outside third. Cadita saves ground fourth. 3/4, 122-4. Miss Belmar broke stride. Miss Belmar is off stride. Top of the stretch in the Kentucky Filly Futurity. Deja Blue has taken over. Delaney Hanover's down the center late with Cadita trying to move through down at the inside, but here's Delaney Hanover and Zeron who now take over the lead. Cadita's off stride. Our Duchess continues to rally up late as they move through the stretch. Far outside that Stash Some Cash, but it's Delaney Hanover in the Kentucky Filly Futurity. Our Duchess second, Stash Some Cash third, 150-1, just 2/5 off the world record.
Well, John, I think we were both a little shocked there that there weren't a whole lot of levers in that opening panel of the race. Deja Blue had herself forwardly placed. Cadena had herself forwardly placed. And it was just a little bit stacked up there in the backfield for a little bit there, but it might have been a couple fifths off the world record. That's a new lifetime mark for Delaney Hanover. A perfect second over trip from the money man.
It's amazing because we were right off the car. The fillies that we expected to be jolting out of there didn't leave.
No.
And it just another picture-perfect trip that Scott Zeron was able to map out. She showed that level of gate speed last time out. She didn't need it here in this start. Look at the confidence that Scott had, though, in this filly. And especially after last week, I think he had even more confidence sitting behind her. This filly really caught everybody's attention in her first couple of lifetime tries. Hit a little bit of a lull period. But right now, she seems to be peaking and hitting at all cylinders. And just a wrapped-up winner. Perfect trip or not, she was loads the best today.
The runner-up position goes to Our Duchess. She never saw a pylon. She ended up being fourth over. She was tracking down Delaney Hanover, like you'd mentioned. The body language from Scotty Z. He was confident in his filly there nearing the wire. Big kudos to Our Duchess for tracking her down. 150-1. It goes to Delaney Hanover, Scott Zeron, Lucas Wallen, Wiseman Farms and Company as well. They're going to take the 60th edition of the Kentucky Filly Futurity.
3.85 unofficial. 3.85 is unofficial. Returning trackside for the Diamond Creek Farm Winners presentation. Off at even money, this is Delaney Hanover, who scores at the Kentucky Filly Futurity. Lucas Walden picks up his second victory on the closing day card. Scott Zeron's in for 3 as he scores here at the bike aboard Delaney Hanover. Another Lexington Select Yearling Graduate Stakes winner. The Red Mile, Delaney Hanover. Owned by the Weissman Farms, Middle River, Maryland. Shermay Stables, Chester, New Jersey. The Walden Racing Stable, New Egypt, New Jersey. 3 in a row for Delaney Hanover. She's a 3-year-old daughter of Muscle Hill, the Cantab All-Mare Danielle Hanover. She was bred by the Hanover Shoe Farms. It's her 4th win of the season, 6th overall, career best clocking 150-1. Greeting the Winning Connections track side, Michelle Crawford and Heather and Chad Marshall. On behalf of Crawford Farms, the sponsors of the Kentucky Filly Futurity.